IFA Global Press Conference for 2014. Please welcome our first speaker, Chairman of the Supervisory Board of GFU, Mr. Joachim Kamp.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a warm welcome to you at this beautiful location at Belek. We are delighted to see so many friends from all around the world and from the friends of the IFA. It's my pleasure to stay today's Global IFA press conference. We are all aware of the rapidly changing markets we are dealing with. These changes are not only about new products, but also about new players and about new markets and about new rules. A little more than 2 months ago, Facebook took over WhatsApp. Facebook has more than 1.2 billion users and spent $19 billion for a company with a staff of only 55 employees. WhatsApp never produced a single piece of hardware, and even the software they developed, the app is not unique. Other players offer similar solutions. What makes WhatsApp so valuable is the enormous amount of 500 million people on this planet are using WhatsApp, not only in Europe, but in markets like Latin America, India, and many other parts of Asia, where Facebook has less traction. Earlier this year, Google also acquired a company dealing with network devices. Google spent $3.2 million for Nest, a starting up company that produced thermostats, to put it simply. Yet again, it's not only the product itself which makes the company so valuable. It's the vision behind the product. Nest is working on a kind of solutions which will influence all of us very soon. Some people call the idea behind these activities Internet of Things or Internet of Everything. If I put this vision in relation to the kind of products IFA has been standing for, I will call IFA's current exhibits Consumer Electronic 4.0. But why CE 4.0? To explain what 4.0 stands for, I have to go back in time a little bit. CE 1.0 was produced by the traditional consumer electronics industry. The market were dominated by local players. Products were based on analog technique and characterized by slow innovation cycles. The next step was the start of globalization in our industry. Local Western brands had to face competition from international players in this field. Strong new competitors came from Japan and later from Korea. But the world of consumer electronics 2.0 was still separated by different standards. Do you still remember PAL, Zika, and TSC? The character D indicated the next big change in our industry. D stands for digitization, and you will find the D in product names and standards like DVD or DVB. Simultaneously, the tubes disappeared from our products. CRT was replaced by flat panels. The speed of our market increased dramatically, and some companies were not able to keep pace with it. Many traditional brands in Europe, in the US, and even in Japan, the country which had once revolutionized the electronics, disappeared from the market. Especially competitors in Japan's neighboring country Korea were innovating faster. If digitization stands for consumer electronics 3.0, connectivity is what describes 4.0. Talking in letters, you can say that the D was replaced by the letter I. Today, the majority of UC devices can be connected to the internet. Still, traditional broadcasters deliver content, like TV or radio programs, but a growing number of consumers get their favorite music or videos from the internet. Connection to the internet is not only important for the content delivery to the customers. Connected CE products can also be controlled or managed by other connecting products like smartphones or tablet PCs. All these items talk to each other, and as a result, the consumer is more in contact than ever before. Users decide where, when, and what they watch or listen to or interact with. Information about any status is as close as your smartphone. CE 4.0 stands for the connected consumer electronics in truly globalized market environments, where game changes are part of the daily business. CE 4.0 is not limited to products that traditionally belong to consumer electronics, such as TV sets, AV systems, and mobile entertainment. The new consumer electronics are much more extensive. Today, they include e-health products, wearable electronics, security systems, and all ingredients of our connected homes and connected mobility. Even domestic appliances become more and more connected. Of course, connectivity is not the most important feature for a consumer when it comes to a washing machine or kitchen appliance. But even in the field of domestic appliance, we observe the consumer's desire for more connectivity. Besides changes of technology, we observe changes on the industry side as well. Some established and well-known brands could not keep up with the sometimes radical new constellations of the market. As a matter of fact, new brands, many of them from China, strengthens their position in the global markets. Sometimes this happens directly, sometimes through cooperation with traditional Western brands, but also new players from neighboring industry enter the scene, just to mention names like Procter & Gamble. Ladies and gentlemen, let me stop here with a brief description of the changes we are all facing in our industry and our markets. Let me explain how this is related to IFA. Since IFA has taken place for the very first time in the year 1924, yes, we celebrate 90 years IFA this year, the world has changed with an ever-increasing speed. However, not only the world has changed, also IFA has changed. IFA has always been in the forefront of new developments. Many innovations have been introduced or announced to the public in Berlin for the very first time. And when the boundaries between consumer electronics and domestic appliance began to vanish, the domestic appliance became part of the IFA. Products and solutions from the connectivity area, the new CE 4.0, have already become a natural part of IFA during the last couple of years. Furthermore, they will play an even bigger part in this year's IFA and in many IFAs to follow. The character A in IFA and IFA stands for the German word Ausstellung, which means exhibition. And I have to admit that it has never been a perfect description of all the activities at this show. Of course, our exhibitors have all their fascinating new products on display at their stands. However, IFA is much more than just an exhibition. Since its beginning, IFA has always been the place for experts to meet, where new standards, technology, business solutions, trends in societies and in the market have been discussed and presented. For a long time, a variety of keynote speeches, panel discussion and small as well large-side events have been an integral part of IFA. This year, we want to take the next step and to set up an even larger Congress program. Digital society will be the central subject of this year's Congress. Digital technology, many of which are developed and provided by our industry, are influencing most areas of our modern society. They offer countless new opportunities, but also pose certain risks. Firstly, the smart use of media boards for new approaches with regard to the building of public opinion, monetary value for digital content, and cross-border sales and media rights. Secondly, the use of smart devices in daily life opens opportunities on the one hand within the consumer's home. For example, telemedicine, healthy living, comfort and energy saving. On the other hand, it calls for data security and data safety. Thirdly, smart technologies which have an impact on infrastructure. For example, the expansion of broadcast networks, intelligent traffic routing, smart metering, as well as all the possibility of next generation standards will be discussed during the Congress. We will have national and international experts from the industry, the media, but also from the politics and other stakeholders on stage. This year's IFL will again not only display what will be in the shops in the following months, it will also reflect all the parameters that will influence our industry in the years to come. Discussion about future trends and standards are important, as they help us to take the right decisions for the future. But still, we should not forget the holiday buying season, coming soon after IFA. When it comes to sales, the last months of the year are the strongest of our business. The awareness of consumer electronics as well as home appliance is on its peak during the last quarter of the year, and so the consumer willingness to spend money for our industry innovations. Taking this into account, IFA takes place at the perfect time of the year, where just a few weeks to go until the innovations which are displayed in Berlin can find their ways into the shops and into the consumer's home. We are looking forward to all the stunning innovations that will drive the 2014 holiday season sales. Even larger screen sizes with fascinating ultra-sharp UHD image quality, impressive curved-shaped displays and smartphones, amazing TV screens with 2 cinematic aspect ratios of 21:9, OLED displays that will set new standards in terms of brightness and rich colors, a wide range of wearable products introducing a universe of innovative functionalities, connecting audio components with perfect sound, and last but not least, a great number of new smartphones and tablets. Ladies and gentlemen, let me briefly summarize. First, our industry and our market environment are changing rapidly. Second, IFA has always been on the forefront of changes and will continue to play this role in the future. So IFA continually prepares the stage for a changing market environment. Third, the new IFA Congress program will further demonstrate our thinking ahead approach. And fourth, all this happened at the perfect time of the year, just before the consumer's awareness of innovation and their willingness to invest in new products is on its peak. Thank you. And now, it's a pleasure for me to hand over to my colleague, Klaus Wörl.